What's good, everybody? It's D in the streets. It's my scrap deck. I took it locals. It's been kicking ass like crazy. The only difference is I don't have max C's. I was using Sacred Cranes, but then I dropped those for DD Crows, so I kind of flip off in between the two. But it still works out really well. But to the deck, they have two Valors right here, still staple hand traps, two Gothenburgs. Basically, the Marauder Captain, as y'all know if y'all seen my recent videos, still good. Two max C's. You need to play in this format. Tengus, still good. Then you have your three beasts, three chimeras, and two monks. So of course, 16 monsters, so it's very low. But then you have your spells, one book, hull, three lances. Lances just too good this format not to play in threes. And I mean, it protects your big pushes like your chimeras, your goblinbergs. It puts in work and protects your big synchros also. Then you need three MSTs, well staple stuff, mine, heavy, monster. Three MSTs, like I said, too good this format, and it's good fodder for monk. Avarice, three dualities, another good fodder for monk. Two scrap storms and one scrap yard. This is my player preference personally, but scrap storm you're really going to use when you have beast on the field. You play scrap storm, blow up beast, put chimera in grave, draw a card, then get chimera back to your hand. There's been certain plays where I had to blow chimera up and put beast in grave, and then have a chimera in my hand. That's just an off chance, but yeah, just like player preference right here. Like I said, you have total six scrap cards, and let's say three the spell cards. So I mean, 6 3 divided by 2. So you know that it works out pretty well. Then our traps, our Solemn Brigade, Starlight Road, and two TTs. Like I said, you gotta play in that format. Well, this format. And side deck, it's two Cybers, two Electric Virus, set of Crows. I use those. Like I said, it's good for Dino Rabbit. Wind ups. This is really good. Snowman Eaters. I shouldn't have to really explain those. Y'all know. Y'all already know why. Smashing Grounds is a staple. For me, two Forbidden Chalice. It's really good in here. Because the main thing is you gotta realize that when your opponent like normal someone's a tour guide and they go for another monster, you can always chain Chalice. You know they give it extra 400 attack push to the tour guide, but his effects negated. Or they do like the whole wind up loop. You give an extra 400, the effects negated, so you live that turn. Or if you don't have your hand traps. Then debunk. For me, debunk is good because I don't like when people like Baylor about shit or Maxi. I mean, you can max all you want to. You ain't gonna get but 2 cards off me. But when you Baylor this deck, it does hurt a lot because it sets them back a turn, and it can't make the big pushes. Then our Shadow Prison Mirrors, you already know that one. Fairy Wind. For me, Fairy Wind is really good because just like Baylor, when opponents Baylor's my stuff, they feed this chain that hurts too. But then you have the lances to protect you. But if you have lances, you have Fairy Wind, and Fairy Wind is also good. Just like when they do skill drain or the field spells or wind up factory. And I mean, you can even do it with the Inzectors, but I really wouldn't recommend it. But you probably could. But yeah, it's really good card. Now to our extra, we have one Chimera Tech, Catastor. You sometimes make it Dark End. Dark End basically is the MVP of the deck besides Scrap Dragon. I have won countless games just by playing Monk, ditching the spell, getting bees, making Dark End, using his effect, and just scooping and just going for game. So basically like the MVP of the deck right here. Miss Worm, you don't make it all that much, but when you do have to play, you can. But I just wouldn't. I don't use it like regularly. I mean, like even a side deck, I'd rather just like drop the Cyber Dragon, then go Beast, make a Scrap Twin, and then proceed from there. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have our trump cards, our 3 Scrap Dragons. You already know what it does. That's why the card's $40 a pop. If I had to explain it to you, then you don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Then Scrap Twin Dragon. Basically, he's only good when I side in Cyber Dragons. That's the only time I use him. Or if I mind control like my opponent's level 5 monster, then make him that way. But he's still good, and it's still a good card to have instead of basing it out to like they had like Zen mains or some face down. You turn both to the hand, or one to the extra deck and one to the hand. Then our 2 Stardust. Basically the deck is like you make level 8 synchros or you make rank 4s. And of course I have 1 Starlight Road, and then usually you do bring out Stardust, so that's always good. Thought Ruler. Honestly, I'm thinking about taking out Thought Ruler. I mean, he's good alone, but I don't know. Just I prefer Stardust over Thought Ruler just because the fact is that my opponent could might. I mean, I feel like there's more pressure with Stardust than there is Thought Ruler. Because I mean, the fact is they target somebody you have to pay 1,000. Well, you could choose to pay 1,000, but I don't know 1,000 with the whole Solemn Brigade, and you know if you run a Fairy Wind at your side, you know that's some extra damage right there. So Thought Ruler is a little iffy. You might just go either for Black Rose or Brionic. Of course, depending on the side deck, it kind of varies. Then we have our two Utopias, our one Utopia Ray. I don't know how to explain those, and Wind Up Zenmeister. This for basically Wind Up Zenmeister is for the Gozen match or just an extra 25 beater. Honestly, I don't think I really need to worry about Gozen match because I mean most of I mean even the synchros are like the monsters are Earth, and like the main synchros that you use are going to be Scrap Dragon and Stardust. So Scrap Dragon itself is an Earth type, but he's a 2800 beater. So I mean, whoop de doo, and they destroy. I'm just gonna get back Beast and like either Beast or Chimera and make another Scrap Dragon. So I mean, the play goes on for days. I mean, I can actually side in Gozen matches if I wanted to, but I don't really want to fuck with it too much because I mean it doesn't really hurt too many decks, and I'm trying to hurt the meta, not help the meta out. But yeah, that's my scrap deck, and like I said before, it's been kicking ass. It's been doing really well. Like I said, I took it to locals, two old agents, two old samurai, two old dark worlds. So yeah, it's really good. Also, check out Storm Knight 817. He's just getting to the whole Yu-Gi-Oh community and Team Yu-Gi-Oh Madness. They got some good stuff on their channels. But yeah, this is D in the Streets 21 signing out. Be breezy, y'all. Peace.